Hello, beautiful Taurus. Welcome to Star Sister Oracle. My name is Michelle. Thank you guys so much for joining me here today. This is you're going to be your March 2020 reading. We're going to have a look at your soul path, your divine mission, your life path, right? Because it's really important that we understand where we are on our divine missions here, because we were all put here in these earthly bodies here to give an offering. And I'm going to look into that, see what you need to observe about your soul mission, what needs to be released. I'm going to be looking at your money and looking at your relationships as well. Tauruses, thank you so much for your likes, shares, and subscribes. Go ahead and click that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Please comment below to let me know how these energies are playing out for you. Please remember that this is a general intuitive reading. So I might be tapping into your energy or the energies around you. If this does not resonate, please check your sun, moon, rising, and Jupiter. I also like to look at Mercury too, because that's I just like to know what my Mercury is. Is that how you communicate, if I'm not mistaken? And so, yeah, please share, screen record anything that resonates and send it to your friend via text or share it on social media. Tag me. My Instagram is below. And yes, love donations are always welcome. So let's go ahead and get into your reading, Taurus. Now, when I was meditating on your guys' energy today, it felt like something was approaching. There's this kind of movement forward. I was hearing the wind kind of progress in this really it was like a push and then a subdue and then like a push. Right, it was coming. It was building up momentum, and it seems like something is being drummed up to the surface for you. You may want to listen to some shamanic drum music that might awaken something in you. It feels like there's a truth coming out, a truth coming to be revealed, and it is a glimmer of hope for some of you. And then there is also an energy of the fact that there is you guys are going places, you're going somewhere, and some of you are taking, there's a faster route to where you're going. You're choosing to take the slower route. I'm not sure why that is, but wherever you're going, it's towards your North Star. It's towards your divine mission. So let's go ahead and talk about your divine mission and yourself, your soul journey, right? So Spirit, for March 2020, what do you need my Tauruses to observe as far as their spiritual journey is concerned, their divine mission, their soul path? What do you need my Tauruses to observe? Thank you so much, Spirit. Magic. Spirit wants you to observe magic, and abundance is at the bottom of the deck. So subconsciously, you know that there is abundance around you. You can feel it almost like, oh, I know that like there's all these opportunities for money and joy and community and happiness. Like you can feel it. So Spirit wants you to allow some magic into your life in the month of March. Allow some magic. Allow some magic. Allow the impossible. This reminds me, am I going to, every time I do a series video, talk about Impossible by Brandy and Whitney Houston? Because that's what it reminds me of, right? Those magical qualities of life, the fact that the impossible things happen every day. Something impossible is about to happen to you, Taurus, in the month of March. I want to be a Taurus right now. Now, I do want to say now, the Pisces had my head hurting. The Aries had my lower back hurting. So let's see if y'all can aid me in my healing. Now I got rid of both of those things now, but let's see what's coming up. I'm starting to feel something. Let's see what's going on. So some magic. Spirit wants you to allow some magic. Beautiful. Beautiful. Allow some magic. Believe in the impossible, right? So in order to allow the impossible, you need to release your disbelief. You need to release any cynicism. You need to release any past behavior patterns or thought patterns that tells you that that will never happen. No, Spirit's like, there's magic around you. There's abundance around you. And you know that, Taurus. You know that there's magic around you. There's magic has happened to you and to others around you. So the fact that it's around you and has happened, you're probably not observing all the magic. I was about to tell Alexa to turn it down a little bit, but I think I'm okay. Moon. some moon magic you guys might want to participate in. Now, I'm not sure which moons are good for what types of rituals, so go ahead and do some self-study on your own there, but maybe doing some magic with the moon. We did just have a new moon in Pisces, but I'm not going to release this until March, February 29th, I think. So there's definitely going to be another full moon in Virgo. I'm so sorry, Taurus. I forgot to turn my do not disturb on. All right, now there's going to be a new moon in Virgo, I believe. So maybe some moon magic around that time. Allow some magic. Yeah, just believe in the impossible, really. Like, get out of your head. Stop putting some self-belief. Get away from people who subdue any sort of magic in you, right? Like, remove yourself from people who don't see your magic. Remove yourself from people who are cynics and who think that, you know, life is just never going to go their way. Like, you don't need to be around that energy, because Spirit's trying to conduct some magic over here for you, and you don't need to be around those kinds of people or kinds of energy. I don't want you guys to take on that behavior or those thought patterns, because I feel like something really beautiful is coming up for you guys. Maybe during the full moon you guys will see some magic or go to a full moon ceremony or something like that. All right, let's see what's going on. Spirit, what do you want them to release in order to get more in alignment with their soul mission? What do they need to release in order to get in alignment with their soul mission, in order to step more fully into that soul mission, Spirit? What do they need to release in the month of March? Tell me more about this Five of Swords. Tell me more about this King of Cups, please. A lot of water going on here. We are still in Pisces season. Okay, let's see what's going on here. What are my Tauruses needing to release? Release the fight. Release any sort of grievances that you had with other people. Like, the fight is over. Like, let it go. It's you're needing to move into a new cycle here. Like I said, Spirit's trying to deliver something to you. I have another star out here on my charm, so we've got a star coming twice. So that's really enunciated here. There's something transforming for you. There's something it seems like you have one foot in and one foot out of this, whatever this fight, this conflict is. Or it could just be a mental conflict within yourself. You have like one foot in, one foot out. Alexa, volume down. Alexa, volume down. Sorry, y'all had to. I'm trying, like, I can hear birds and stuff outside, and I want to hear nature more than I want to hear. You're being called to do something, like to attune to something else that's happening, but you can't hear it because you've got one foot in, one foot out. It's like you need to choose yourself. You need to choose your healing. You need to choose your betterment. You need to choose the path forward. You need to choose emotional fortitude for some reason. I want to say you need to choose emotional stability, right? Whatever this one foot in and one foot out, that's not the move. You want to be stable. Like, you can't kind of be, what am I doing here? Like, you know, like it's almost like you're being split into two different directions, and that doesn't create that's not emotionally stable. And you need some emotional stability in order to, you know, continue on to this divine mission. You need to be of clear heart, mind, and body and spirit, right? And you can't do that if there's confusion. So remove whatever is confusing you in your life right now, because Spirit's really trying to offer you something. Spirit's trying to, right, that whole call thing, right? Spirit's trying to get you to hear something, but you can't, you can it's something that the conflict is louder than spirit, and so it's trying to get messages to you that you're not able to receive. So quiet that noise so you can hear the word. Okay? Hear the word. Yeah. Your spirit, your evolved self, your higher self, your God, your orishas, your ancestors, your higher knowing, your higher realm is trying to offer you something, but you can't hear it because I'm repeating myself, because you're in this other thing and you need to get out of that other thing. So release that so that you can hear spirit. All right, Tauruses. Hope that makes sense. Ooh, love to see it. Ooh, walking away from something. Walking away so that you can get into the union, your union of self, higher self, divine masculine and feminine within yourself, evolved and in harmony so you can move through life. Uh-oh, hold on. This is about to get reversed. I don't do those kind of reversals. Hold on, y'all. But yeah, moving out of that situation so that you can get into true divine union with self. Ace of Cups, right? This new awareness, right? When you quiet that noise, you'll be able to hear your spirit. You'll be able to better communicate and know fear versus love. You'll be able to move different. You'll be able to move with more confidence and more trust. Show me the blessing coming in for my Tauruses as far as their soul path in the month of March. Spirit, March 2020 for my Tauruses. Show me the blessing coming in for them as far as their divine path, soul path, life mission. What's the blessing coming in March? Journey. The journey continues. Journey towards financial stability. Journey towards a stable home, journey towards a loving family, stability, just stability in the whole sense. I want to read the journey card and see what comes up. Yeah, I said you guys are going somewhere. There's a shift in location, whether that be physically, mentally, whether that be internally or externally. There's a shift in location, how you perceive the world, how you interact with the world, or where you are literally in the world. That's the blessing, is that there's going to be movement, a relocation. Okay, and then let me read. Assistance might be coming to you, some of you, right? Because I said some of you were taking the long way. You guys are taking the long way. There's a much quicker way to get to where you're going, and not that, it's about quickness, but ease. It's about ease. Traveling without ease, like, why take a road trip when somebody can help you with a plane ticket? Because then you run into other problems. Now you might get a flat tire. You're traveling at night and you might get sleepy, right? And you don't want to increase the chances of something going wrong when there's just an easier way available to you. Journey towards ease is the blessing coming to you in March. Just assistance to help you travel with more ease in March, spiritually. Maybe a healer will come to your life, or maybe even just a masculine figure who is sage. There's just all this hope around you, Taurus. This is really good. You just got to get out of that half in, half out. You got to get out of that loud conflict internally or externally. You need to get out of that so that you can hear spirit, because spirit's trying to guide you during the rest of this path forward. All right, let's get into your money. March 2020 for my Tauruses, spirit. What do you need them to observe about their money in March 2020 for my Tauruses, sun, moon, rising, and Jupiter? Build. Find ways to build your wealth. Invest in yourself. Invest. Or building doesn't even have to be like making more. It can just be building a strategy, right? Just building your mindset around money, right? So that it's healthier. Building your children's building your retirement fund, building your child's just their savings, right? Right? Because to build is to have a good defense, right? So that when things happen, especially if you have a family, especially if you have children, it's like, you don't want them to have the hard way, right? Like, make it easy for them. That's what we're here to do, especially to my black and brown people, okay? We're trying to create ease for our babies, all right? Trying to create some ease around here. So Spirit wants you to allow or observe ways to build, like look for opportunities to build. They'll probably just be presented to you because this is in the spiritual realm here that I'm talking about. And Spirit's just going to be like, hey, observe, there might be some conversations happening around you. You might see something on, you might run past a podcast. You might hear a friend on social media talking about something how they got out of debt, and just kind of be like, oh, like that might be interesting. Let me have a look on their page or read their blog or look at their page to see, what they were doing, right? Just kind of being aware, right? Because it's not about like digging. It's more so about opening yourself up to receive opportunities to build, right? Receive opportunities to get in conversation with people who have created financial stability and financial independence, right? So yeah, Spirit's wanting you to observe ways to build in the month of March. Observe ways to build. All right, let's get into what do they need to release in order to create financial independence and stability? What do they need to release? Tell me more about this story. That's funny. One of these cards reminds me of my girlfriend, and she is a Taurus. Tauruses are good people. I fuck with y'all. Tauruses are very, generally. Tauruses are cool. All right, let's see. Releasing. I have a Taurus and Venus Taurus. It's how I love. Release. Release this old way of how you used to kind of maybe how you blocked money from coming into you, or maybe you were too restrictive about spending, or you were too you had too much of a hold. Ending the cycle of overspending or restricting. That's, there's obviously many people watching this, different energies watching this. Got the star again. Releasing ending the cycle of this overspending or overspending, because tell me more about this one. Tell me more about this moon card. Okay. Help me understand, Spirit. Now, I was feeling this when I was meditating. It's like this weird tingling in my head. It's like some information's trying to get to you, Taurus. Some information's trying, and I said that before. There's someone's trying to call you, or Spirit's trying to call you and tell you something. I don't know. That's just what was coming in. Okay, back to money releasing. Releasing a cycle. Communicating your needs. Needing to communicate your financial needs, your physical needs, right? Because we're not, when I say money, I also just mean like your sense of security, your sense of safety, right? Because that's what money is. It's safety and security and freedom. So needing, you're needing, I got the Ace of Wands in reverse, which means there's you're stuck on how to express, right? The passion or the expression is not there. The idea isn't there. So needing to have a new idea or a new way to express. There's a unique way that you can obtain financial gain and you're not able to see it. The ideas, it's just like it's there because, right, the Ace of Wands is here on the board, but it's just not in the upright. So it's like the idea is there. Maybe there's a person in your life who has an idea, or you have an idea and it's just hidden. The path to financial independence is hidden. Maybe I'll need to do some magic for some money. I don't know. It's there. The idea is there. The path is there, but it's just hidden. Show them a path forward. Show my Taurus a path forward, Spirit. Yeah, your sense of security is like you're feeling a little bit off. Rightly so, because obviously there's something there and you're just like, but it's not showing itself. It's maybe the idea hasn't evolved. Nothing is set in stone. Damn. Ominous ass card. Ominous ass reading with this money. Maybe this will reveal itself later on. I did say that there's a truth coming to you. So maybe this is it. I said there's a glimmer of hope. And that's kind of funny because this Ace of Wands kind of reminds me of this other card I'm looking at. And it's like, this is the glimmer of hope, but it's in the reverse. And it's like, it needs to be upright. It needs to be upright. There's a glimmer of hope. There's a glimmer of like, it's like a bright idea, right? It's like a bright idea, but it's hidden, right? The sun is behind this moon. It's just hidden. I don't know if this is you guys in the way or somebody else in the way. Maybe you guys need to express the fact that you're wanting to build some financial independence, because when you ask, you receive, right? Maybe you guys need to, be talking to people. I think I just said that, like Spirit wants you to observe ways to build, but maybe you also need to actively tell people in your life, like, hey, I'm trying to do something, and kind of bare yourself to them so that they can be like, oh, like, I know this person, and you know what I mean, and help you out. We've got 2 9s here, 3 9s, 999, 4 9s, 9999. Look up that angel number meaning. So it's like you guys are like on your way. Like I said, yo, this is driving me crazy. This is crazy. It's like because a 9 is like almost a 10, right? It's like you're there. The building blocks are there. The building blocks are there, Taurus. Well, you know what? Here we go. The next question. What's the blessing on the way, Spirit? Because that's probably, right? This might be the glimmer of hope that we're talking about. That was going to be my next question. What's the blessing on the way for my Tauruses with the money? What's the blessing on the way, Spirit? We need to figure this out together, Taurus. I need y'all to... Angel of Balance. Angel of Balance. Angel of Balance. Self-honoring. Let me see what messages come. Some equilibrium is now coming to your life. Remain conscious about how you are balancing your goals and your physical and emotional energy as well. Heart center, that's interesting. Because I was kind of feeling my heart too a little bit. So it's almost like it's you, Taurus. It's you. And I was telling the earth signs in the weekly reading that their health was at risk, their vitality was at risk because they're over giving. So it might be a little bit of that as well. Once you guys start to get yourself physically in balance, like then you'll be able to see things and you'll be able to see a path forward, right? But you have to give yourself some attention and care. Because when we're in disharmony, we can't really see everything available to us. When we're small, when we're shrinking, when we're overcompensating, when we have a lot of pressure on us, we can't really see everything for what it is, right? So I feel like it's you, Taurus. You're needing to find some balance, and that's when this Ace of Wands will be in the reverse. That's when the ideal will pop off. Ace of Cups at the bottom. Yeah. It's like once you guys relieve yourself of some of this tension, then you'll, right? It's like a knot, right? Or it's like a, it's like the music that was just happening here. It was like once you turn down the distractions, once you turn down the conflicting thoughts, once you lay off the distraction, the environment that's distracting, maybe what you're consuming isn't of God and isn't of good, right? You're consuming things that make you feel small. You're watching things that make you feel small. You're watching things that make you feel negative. You're watching things that are trying to tell you, don't do that, don't believe in that, when Spirit's like, no, believe in the impossible, believe in magic, because it's coming. So you're needing to release any of that in order to find this new insight, Taurus. Quiet the distractions, tune off anything not of good and of God, because because Spirit is really trying to give you Spirit's trying to make something impossible happen for you. Woo, that might be the name of the video. My goodness. Beautiful, Taurus. All right, let's look at your relationships. Perfect. We're doing good on time. All right, relationships, Spirit. What do my Tauruses need to allow for March 2020 when it comes to their relationships? What do they need to allow in order to have relationships that are thriving, business, intimate, platonic, or otherwise? What do they need to allow in their relationships in March 2020? Allow adversity. Because through adversity, we build resolve, we build compassion, we build wisdom, right? Going through the hard times together builds the bonds, right? I'm not trying to say trauma bonding here, but I'm just saying going through, right? Somebody may have lost their job. Your kid might have been suspended from school. Your grandmother may have some health bills that, have just piled up, and it's like, whoa, we got to go through this together, right? You and your partner may have had some miscommunication, and now you're wondering if they're really here for you, or something here, Taurus. You guys are needing to allow the adversity, right? This is in the allow position. Spirit's wanting you to, right? This is a service. This is of a higher service. This is to serve a greater purpose, right? Especially when it comes to family. I'm really sensing family here, Taurus. My Tauruses who are the caretakers, right? My earth signs are very good caretakers, and Taurus especially. Adversity. Allow adversity. Don't let it break you this month, Taurus. Don't let the adversity break you. Let it serve the greater good. The greater good of your family. Why is this important, Spirit? For my Tauruses to allow... Wow, 10 of Cups. Told you. Told you. Because it's going to serve a greater purpose. It's going to build you guys up. It is going to show you, look what we can do. Look what we can do when we stay together. Look what we can do when we create ideas together. Chariot. Look at how we move, right? And Chariot is about moving through adversity, through the hard times. It's not just flying high. Like the Chariot is about moving out of something. Sometimes moving out of something that you thought was good, so that you can go to some place that's even better. 10 of Cups, right? This adversity, you guys might have been in a really good place, then the adversity hit, and now you're like, whoa, like, wait, we were really good. No, like, this is going to further stabilize this emotional wealth, this emotional wellness within your dynamics, Taurus. Beautiful. And we have the High Priestess here. But subconsciously, you guys know that this is the movement in the right direction. Your subconscious knows. Your conscious and your ego is in fear probably, and oh no, lack mindset. How are we going to make it? And how is this going to work? And oh no, do we have to move in together now? Right? What's the High Priestess here for? Because you know. Because you know. My intuitive Taurus. What's this High Priestess here for, Spirit? Allowing adversity. Taurus, Queen of Pentacles. Why is it important that you guys allow adversity? Why is it important that Taurus allow adversity? Because once you play in this dynamic of seeing yourself through, you learn just how strong you are, Taurus. Through this adversity, you realize how strong you are. March is going to challenge your relationships, your familial relationships especially, I'm getting. It's going to challenge your family dynamics, and it's going to show you just how strong and stable you are, how what a force, a grounding force you are for your family. King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. You bring together your masculine and feminine to hold the family nucleus together, right? And because you are an evolved individual, because you're on this channel, because you're, you are the bigger person. You are seeking deeper understanding, and that deeper understanding will help your relationships. It will help your divine purpose. It will help you build your money, right? When you are in communion with spirit, when you are on the spiritual path, things only get better. You're here to make everything better. You're here to let your light touch everything. You're here to rebuild everything. Especially the family, right? That's legacy. You're here to show people that, yeah, just because something adverse happened, just because something unfavorable happened, just because something knocked us off our square for a little bit, that doesn't mean it's over, right? A lot of people get defeatist mindset. That's what's so wrong in this current time, is that we're all so afraid, right? And Taurus, you're here to show your people, your family, and everybody that you touch and come into contact with that adversity is meant to be lived through. This is an opportunity, says the Taurus. This is an opportunity to be magic and to transform this situation. Empress at the top. Feminine energy, okay? Okay. Wow. Divine Feminine watching this channel. I see you, boo. I see you. You're here to show what it means to be the real mother, right? Strong and firm, soft and firm, grounded and strong. Providing, nurturing, seeing, knowing, right? You know, Taurus, that this is going to be okay. You know that this is going to turn into a 10 of cups situation. You know that if you fall off again, it's still going to turn into a 10 of cups situation, because all you're doing is building. All you're doing is building. Building upon the last thing. Building upon, right? Because you're so secure, Taurus. You're so stable and grounded that you know that it's going to be okay. You know. You know. You know it's going to be okay. All right. Beautiful. And what is the blessing coming to my Tauruses as far as their relationships? I mean, this all sounds like a blessing to me. Oops. This all sounded like a blessing to me. What's going on with these cards? Let's get this. There we go. What's the blessing in for my Tauruses in their relationships? Yes, yes, yes. What's the blessing coming as far as my Taurus's relationships? Interesting. Let's see some more. So we got rest and rejuvenation first, which is a 10. So your relationships are going to either be a space where you can rest. They're going to be a place, right? They're going to be very comforting for you, Taurus, which you need right now. You need to lean into your relationships. You need to lean into your relationships and let them be a source of reprieve. Is that the word I want to use, right? Reprieve, like where you can take a break. Let your relationships be a place where you can take a break and denounce right now anything where you feel like you have to put in too much work, because you're needing to rest and rejuvenate. That's the blessing coming into you in March. That your relationships will be of value. There might be a feminine energy. I mean, there's definitely there's definitely a big feminine energy over here. A big feminine energy over here showing you your value, seeing the value of your relationships. Maybe you'll be reintroduced to that in the month of March, Taurus. The value in your relationships, maybe having these conversations where you're just like, oh, God, I'm so grateful, right? I kind of want to read rest and rejuvenation just to see what additional messages come up. You have been busy lately. I told y'all earth signs and that in the weekly. Yeah. A time your relationships will bring some clarity. And I told you guys needed some clarity over here. You needed to turn down the noise of whatever wasn't in the right vibe, right? And so the relationships, maybe they're going to be more fulfilling here in March. They're going to be less conflicting. They're going to be more in alignment with who you are and where you're going, right? That's the blessing here. These are going to be very valuable conversations you're going to have here. You're going to see the value in certain relationships. And again, the back of my head is tingling. What is that, Spirit? Needing to take it slow. Hang it up. Came to mind. Like, hang it up. Like, hang up your worries, hang up some responsibilities, put it to rest for a little bit, chill out, take a stroll, get outside, rest and rejuvenate, right? Either by yourself or find some relationships that allow you to rest, that give you the space to just rest, to just show up and not ask too much of you. Or at least if they ask of you, right, it's equal give and take, so it doesn't feel like it's a drain, Taurus. One of my best friends is a Taurus, so I'm really talking to her, and maybe you too. All right? Like, take a stroll, hang up some of your responsibilities, give them to somebody else, or just let them rest. Prioritize, Taurus. Okay? Prioritize. Because your family needs you to be in this energy. Right? They need you to be the divine feminine energy here. I'm not saying you're here to save them, but you're a healer, clearly. Clearly. And so you need to rest. You need to find time to cleanse your energy, to cleanse your mind, to clear your energy, clean up your energy from this conflict that was going on earlier in the reading, okay? All right, Taurus, I don't want to make this any longer. Thank you guys so much. Please let me know how these energies are playing out for you in the comments below. If this did not resonate, please share with another Taurus, or also have a look at your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Jupiter. Please like, share, and subscribe. Share the video if it resonated. Find ways to connect with me below. Love to you guys. Continue to choose your healing, choose yourself, and choose your love, joy, and pleasure. See you guys on the next one.